This is the section on 3.1, consecutive integer problems. If you have not done so already, please make sure you go into eBackpack and download these problems into Notability. Before we can start solving word problems that involve consecutive integers, we need to talk about what consecutive integers actually are. Consecutive integers are positive and negative numbers that fall one after another in sequence. Remember, they have to be integers, so all must be positive whole numbers and their opposites. No decimals or no fractions are allowed here. The really nice thing about consecutive integer word problems is that we always set up our let statements in exactly the same way. Since consecutive integers always increase by 1, our let statements will always follow this exact pattern. We always let x equal our first consecutive integer. And pretty much from now on, instead of writing out consecutive integer, you're going to see me use the abbreviation CI. You're more than welcome to do so as well. Since x is our first consecutive integer, to get to our second consecutive integer, we increase it by 1. So x plus 1 is our second CI. If we need a third consecutive integer for that problem, we make our let statement x plus 2. If we need a fourth consecutive integer in the problem, it's x plus 3. And you continue following this pattern until you have enough let statements to fulfill all the needs of the problem. All right, now we'll move into our first word problem. Find 3 consecutive integers whose sum is negative 12. Since we need 3 consecutive integers, we're going to use let x equal the first consecutive integer, let x plus 1 equal the second consecutive integer, and let x plus 2 equal the third consecutive integer. Now we need to set up our equation. All right. The problem is telling us the sum is negative 12. So x plus 1 plus x plus 2 equals negative 12. When I combine like terms, I end up with 3x plus 3 equals negative 12. Solve it out like a two-step equation. Subtract 3 on each side. And 3x equals negative 15. We'll divide by 3. x is equal to -5. For our check, always go back to your original. And we're going to plug in -5 for each. So -5 plus -5 plus 1 plus -5 plus 2 equals -12. -5 plus -5 is -10, plus 1 is -9, plus -5 is -14, plus 2 is -12. So our check does work out. And our sentence answer here, the numbers are -5. And then remember, when we increase, right, our integers get closer to 0, -4 and -3. Let's try the second one. Find two consecutive integers whose sum is -5. Again, similarly here, we are going to let x equal our first consecutive integer and let x plus 1 equal our second consecutive integer. Our equation, again, the sum. So x plus 1 equals -5. Combine like terms, 2x plus 1 equals -5. Subtract 1 on both sides. 2x is equal to -6. We'll divide by 2, and we get x equals -3. Plug into our check. -3 plus -3 plus 1 equals -5. -3 and -3 is -6, plus 1 is -5. So our check does work out, and our final sentence answer is the numbers are -3 and -2. If you guys would now turn to the next slide, I'd like you to try problems numbers 3 and 4 on your own, and we will be going over those in class tomorrow. Thank you.